What's up, everybody? 32 Icon here. I hope that you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Please go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. In good faith that we continue bringing you great content. So this is this and that video, and you guys know in this and that I can talk about anything. Some may be gun related, some may not be gun related, but in this video it's going to be a little bit of mixture of both. So first up, New Year's resolutions. So I'm the type of person that I don't necessarily set New Year's resolutions anymore because I find myself falling off after around February, March. And so I never stick with it. So normally I just try to do better, right? I just try to make the new year better than the last year. And I know that's kind of generic and very vague, and it's not good to be vague because when you're specific, things happen. But I'm better with setting, weekly goals or monthly goals. But when I do New Year's, it's just, those resolutions never get accomplished, I think. So I think for this year, I'm going to, obviously try to be better the next year and maybe set 1 or 2 goals that I can realistically do each week, that over 52 weeks, I will be able to accomplish my goal. I will share one. I said this in the last video or my Shadow 2 video. I'm really not going to be buying a lot of guns for 2019. I just simply can't. I need to focus on saving. I need to focus on things in the future. And, guns are a hobby, but they shouldn't, make you go broke at the same time. So I'm going to focus on using what I already have and become proficient in what I own, and maybe some more ammo, obviously, because if I'm doing a lot more shooting, then I would need a lot more ammo. But I'll still pop up those videos for you. We're still going to get it cracking. And that brings me to my next point, because one of my friends, he messaged me and he took a screenshot of me doing one of my videos. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I didn't tell him about my videos. Like, we're friends, but we're not like friends. Like, I've met him in a shooting competition, and he's been extremely helpful. When I have a question about firearms, I go to him. If I have a question about training, I go to him like, listen, what do you think about this? So check this out. We're talking the other day, and out of the blue, he's like, Liv, if you want some free training, let me know. I'll hook you up. And I'm like, first of all, you're like one of the best shooters that I know. You're super awesome. He's amazing as far as like his personality and getting along with people. He's not one of those tactical guys, like he's too cool for school type of guy. He knows his stuff. He's amazing. And I'm not just saying that because you're watching this video. Like, I told you before that I think you're amazing. So he's like, listen, if you want to come visit me. I'll give you some training. If you want some firearms to review, let me know. I'll hook you up. So I'm like, I'm definitely going to take you up on your offer, but in the summer and the spring, because it's too cold to be training now. And I said that to someone else who's a trainer, and he was like, Liv, you have to train for the elements. You don't know if you have to pull out your firearm in the snow or, when it's 0 degrees outside or whatever. I'm like, hopefully I won't have to, but I'm going to practice when it's warm. So they just laughed at me and said that was pretty silly. And it is pretty silly because you never know when you're going to need your firearm. You can't just say, I'm going to only practice when it's warm. You need to practice in the rain, in the snow, in the sleet. You need to practice when it's super hot outside. But yeah, I'll get to that. But at this point, I'm practicing when it's comfortable, and I ain't doing too much sweating, and I ain't going to be freezing if I'm out there shooting. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm not trying to stress myself out. So anyway, they laugh at me, but, I think I'm going to take him up on his offer because the last woman that he worked with is now a IDPA master. So that says a lot. It is free. And I like him. Like, we're cool, so why wouldn't I, right? But I think you live about an hour and 45 minutes from me, like 2 hours. Yeah, you live a while away, but it's worth the drive. So guys, let me know if you train in all the elements when it comes to the weather. Me, I just, when it's warm and comfortable out, that's when I'm training. So anyway, but I think I'm going to take you up on that offer. Okay, so pivoting back toward Christmas. So I was having this conversation with one of my nieces last night, right? Because pretty soon we have to take down the tree. And my thing is, I like to take the tree down after the new year, right? And I think because, you know, you keep it up for the New Year's, the lights, and then boom, January 2nd comes, tree comes down, right? You're getting into the new year. So when I was younger, Lord have mercy. I don't know why, I think it's because we had so many kids in the house, but we couldn't stand putting up the Christmas tree because we had to untangle the lights and put the Christmas tree up and then find the ornaments that were tangled up and from the previous year when we didn't put it back the right way. So then now the new Christmas come and we all upset because we didn't do it right the previous year. So it was always a little headache. Like, we enjoyed it, but it was a headache. It was like, oh, it's time to put the Christmas tree. And we're like, oh my gosh. And then when it was time to take the Christmas tree down, you're like, oh, I don't feel like taking this Christmas tree down. So one year, my mom was like, y'all need to take the Christmas tree down. We was like, yeah, we'll take it down, whatever. So you know how long we left that Christmas tree up? I'm so embarrassed because once I tell you, this video is forever out there, but I'm not gonna lie. We left that Christmas tree up to about April. I am not kidding you. And people would come over and they would be so confused because they would come over in like March and they're like, oh, why is your Christmas tree? My mom could not stand that Christmas tree staying up, but she wanted to see how long we were going to be lazy and not take the Christmas tree down. She just wanted to see, like, how long are my children going to be that lazy and leave the Christmas tree up? And honestly, it was up until April, and then finally, my cousin and I, we were just like, we looked at each other, it was like, oh my God, this tree got to come down. So then we just took it down. And of course, it was such a process, putting it all away with the lights, and you got to be careful because if you break one bulb, then all the bulbs go out. And we were just trying to delay that headache as long as possible. And she sat there to see how long it was going to take us. Of course, she could have just been like, listen, Liv, y'all need to get that tree down. But she just wanted to see how long it was going to take us, how long we were going to be lazy. And it took us until April to take that tree down. That's a darn shame. That is a darn shame. And I'm embarrassed about it to this day. And I called my cousin up last night. I was like, Tisha, do you remember how long it took us to take that tree down? She was like, Liv, that tree probably was up until April. I was like, yes, I thought it was April. It was April. So we just started laughing. Oh my God, when was that? That had to be when we was in, either I was in middle school or high school. It was middle school or high school. But yeah, my mom was mad, and every time somebody would come over, she just sat there and we had to explain why that Christmas tree was still up. But anyway, enough about that Christmas tree. But I had to tell y'all that story. I'm embarrassed to tell you, but listen, it is what it is. It happened years ago, but now to this day, that Christmas tree comes down on January 2nd. So I don't know when this video is going up because I've been recording 2 or 3 a day, but I'll assure you, January 2nd, that Christmas tree will be down. But anyway, let me know some of your New Year's resolution. Let me know how you guys train in different elements, if you train at all. And let me know when you guys take your Christmas tree down. That would be pretty funny to see in the comments if any of you guys share anything I'm talking about. You probably don't, but I would love to read it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are treating one another with kindness, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Peace.